Hey everyone. In this video, I want to show you how I made a simple camera scrolling system in Clickteam Fusion. The idea is pretty simple. I want the camera to follow the mouse, but I don't want it to move when the mouse is close to the center of the screen. So, basically, we have a small dead zone in the center. When the mouse leaves this area, the camera starts moving. And the farther the mouse is from the center, the faster the camera moves. I also need to make sure that the camera doesn't go outside the frame. So, let's start building it. First, the first thing we are going to do is change the resolution and set the application background to black. Then, we'll make the frame background black as well. Next, let's create an active object that will represent our office. We'll call it Office. After that, let's create another active object. We'll call this one Scroll. This object will store the values we'll use for our camera. For example, speed X. Dead zone X. And maximum speed X. Let's add these values. For the dead zone, I'm going to use 120. And for the maximum speed, I'm going to use 20. Next, let's make the frame wider. Since our office is 1600 pixels wide, we'll also set the frame width to 1600. Now let's create a window control object. We'll use this object to help us control the scrolling system. And that's all we need for the basic setup. Now let's move on to the code. First, let's start with the always event. Here, I set both speed X to 0. So, basically, every frame we reset the speed, and then the following events decide whether the camera needs to move, and in which direction. Now let's create the condition for our horizontal movement. First, I'm going to check the distance between the mouse and the center of the window. For this, I use the mouse X position, the left side of the frame, and half of the window width. Then I use abs, because I only need the distance from the center, regardless of whether the mouse is on the left or on the right. Finally, I compare this distance with our dead zone X. So, if the mouse moves farther than the dead zone, this condition becomes true. And that's when we are going to calculate the camera's horizontal speed. Now we need to calculate the horizontal speed of the camera. First, I use sign to determine the direction. It checks whether the mouse is on the left or on the right side of the center. If the mouse is on the right, we get a positive value. If it's on the left, we get a negative value. So this part tells the camera which direction it needs to move. Next, I calculate how far the mouse is outside of the dead zone. I take the distance from the center and subtract dead zone X. This means that the camera starts calculating its speed only after the mouse leaves the dead zone. Then I divide this value by the maximum possible distance from the center, minus the dead zone. This gives me a value, based on how far the mouse is from the center. The farther the mouse moves, the higher this value becomes. Now I multiply it by maximum speed x. This gives us the actual camera speed. Finally, I use minimum to make sure that the speed never becomes higher than our maximum speed x. So, in the end, this formula does three things. It determines the direction, calculates the speed based on the mouse distance, and limits the maximum speed. And that's what makes the camera smoothly follow the mouse. Now we need to make sure that the camera doesn't move outside of the frame. First, I check if the X position of the scroll object is smaller than half of the window width. If it is, I set the X position back to half of the window width. This prevents the camera from moving too far to the left. Then I do the same thing for the right side. I check if the X position of scroll is greater than the frame width minus half of the window width. If it is, I set the X position back to that value. This prevents the camera from moving too far to the right. So now the camera is restricted by the left and right boundaries of the frame. Now we have our camera speed, so we can finally move the camera. First, I add speed x to the current x position of the scroll object. This moves the camera horizontally using the speed we calculated earlier. And finally, I use storyboard controls to center the display around the scroll object. So the scroll object becomes the center point of our camera. And that's it for the horizontal movement. Now let's test it. Oops, I accidentally used a minus here. That's not what we want, so I'll change it to a plus. Now it works correctly. You can also customize the camera settings. For example, you can change the dead zone. The dead zone controls the space around the center of the screen, where the camera doesn't move. A larger dead zone means the mouse can move farther from the center before the camera starts moving. A smaller dead zone makes the camera start moving sooner. You can also change the maximum speed to make the camera move faster or slower. So you can adjust these values to get the camera movement you want for your project. And if you want to add vertical scrolling, you can repeat almost the exact same process as we did for the horizontal movement. Just use the Y position instead of X, and dead zone Y instead of dead zone X. Now the vertical scrolling is working as well. As you can see, the camera is now able to move vertically. Of course, there is a small issue where the camera can sometimes move by itself. But that's pretty easy to fix. We just need to do the same thing for the x-axis, making sure that the value at the beginning of the condition is always set to 0. And that's it. I really like this scrolling system because it can be easily adapted to different resolutions, regardless of the size of your application. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this tutorial useful, feel free to leave a like and share the video. Maybe someone else will find it useful too. Thank you again, and I'll see you soon.